Let's talk about a 4-pole brushless fan motor. Here's one here. Now, a regular brush motor, it has a stator, which is stationary on the outside here, a couple of magnets. And then you have your armature or your rotor here. And then you have your commutator here. And what this does, as these brushes ride on here, as this thing turns, it just changes the polarity of the coils in here, okay? So there's going to be a north pole, and then a south pole, and then a south pole and a north pole. So that's all the commutator does. It just changes the polarity of the coil there. Now we need to do the same thing in this brushless motor. Now on the brushless motor, what they did is they have 4 poles here, and they wound one clockwise and they wound the other one on here counterclockwise. Okay. Now what we want to do, so if we apply power to this D0 here, DO, then this side becomes north and this becomes south here. And if you apply a power to DOB, then this is south and the other one's north there. So by changing these, putting voltage on each one of these, we can change the magnet here and get the magnetic field and get the outer ring to spin around here. Now, what they did is they used this chip, this AH276 chip, and it has an integrated Hall effect sensor in it. And that sensor acts, here it is here, and it acts like your commutator over here, okay? Reversing the polarity of the armature or your stator here, okay? We call this the stator because it's stationary, and then the rotor is this magnet around the outside here. Now, this sits over on top of this, and the magnet is around the outside attached to our fan, okay? And as the flux density comes by here, as this magnet comes by and increases, DO will turn on and DOB will turn off, okay? And then as the magnetic field decreases, it just transfers. DOB will turn on and DO will turn off, okay? So that just changes the polarity of these coils, making this north and south. So doing the same thing that the commutator does down here. So what I did is I took the back off of this, and you can still run it, and I put it on the scope, and we'll see what it looks like on the scope there. Here we are here. So as this thing's running, one set of coils is going to be energized and one's going to be off. This one will be off, this is on, this is on, this is off. So you can see that it's just changing the polarity of the coil, just like the commutator does, okay? So now this is this unit here has a couple open collector outputs in it, and all that means is that the collector on these transistors in here, they're just open to the DO and DOB here, okay? Now, they just run the coil, and there are a couple capacitors on there, but very simple. And so this Hall effect sensor is just acting like our commutator to change the polarity of the magnets and getting the outer ring to spin around. And that's all there is to a 4-pole brushless motor. Thank you.